Greeting of the day, my dear students. Today we'll discuss about lecture number 6 and about cost accounting. What actually we are meant to focus on the next methods. In the last lectures, we discussed about methods of material issues, which two methods. One is FIFO or first in first out, and second one is LIFO, last in first out. So today we will come highest and first out. So this is what we will discuss. What is highest and first out? Highest and first out means those goods or those stocks which are purchased, which are received, so we have to issue them first, but based on the criteria. So what is the criteria? The rate of purchasing of each unit is there. So which rate is highest? So we need to keep the record of that, and then we need to issue that, because those products is highest to us, so we can sell it that, and those are the list costs, so we'll sell it off afterwards. So if we say the HIFO is the major underlying assumption of this method, which is value the closing stock at minimum as possible at the end of concluding the story register. So the high price are issued one after another among the various consignment of the material available in the stories. So this method may not only assist the firm to devalue the stock, but also to price the issue of extra arbitrary. It leads to charge through cost plus contract. It may be possible from the firm during the monopoly situation to increase the price of materials. So when the price of materials is increasing, so we can use this method in the monopoly market, right? In the monopoly situations in the country. So we have this example, just overviewing to it. If you see, there is purchase is given, which price is highest here? 160, right? So when you are coming at date of 11 that you are issuing 500 units, you have to issue, if we are left with the 1.20, but we are selling the HIFO, we need to prepare under HIFO method, so we have to sell it this 1.60. So the first example which we discuss under LIFO method and FIFO method, so we'll try to discuss that under HIFO method, that you should make compare between these three methods. We have 5 methods, so we'll discuss others along with it. So we are studying this to know, to learn that how these are issued and what is the advantage. So how you can choose out of these methods that which is suitable to your organization, your company, right? So this is what actually we are doing about the HIFO methods. Now coming to take this example into Excel sheet. So format for the HIFO is the same, right? So we have date, particular, receipt, issue, and balance. Under receipt 3 column, the quality rate, total, quantity rate, total. Under a balance, quantity rate, total. So this is what we have actually, and these are the examples. Let me discuss one by one that how we are having. The first says that opening balance is 500 at the rate of 8. So it is normally we are writing January 1st opening balance, right? Opening balance. So what is the balance? So we are not issuing, we are not purchasing, so we have balance left. So if the balance is 500, rate is 8, it become 4,000, right? So this is the first transaction that we need to keep the record of these transactions. So coming to the January 5 and January 5, what we have received 200 from vendor at 8.5. So we are purchasing, we received something, right? So here writing that January 05 for itself, right? So we are receiving how much? 250 units, I think. 200 units. at the rate of ET. So writing the quantity 200 units at the rate of 8.5, this will become how much? 1200 multiplied by 8.5, 1700 units. So coming to write on balance, beginning balance was 8, it is 8 4000, right? New balance which is came 200 8.5, and it is total amount is 1700, right? Okay, now on January 10 we have issue of material. This is 1303, right? On January 10 we have issue of material 400 units. So what happened? We'll come to issue, right? We need to issue. So if you go to the balance column at the very last period, which is January 5, so which is the highest rate here? 8.5, right? So we have to select this one first, right? And then we are selling the second one, the first one, which is red. So if you go to the questions which is there, so we sold 400 units. So out of those 400, how much unit I can sell it now? So writing January 10 issue, right? So we are selling how much? So first we sell 400, so 200 is from the highest rate and 200 is from the second. So what is my highest rate? 8.5, this becomes 1700, and second rate is 8, it becomes I think it becomes 1600, right? So what is my balance left? So second one is completely issued. The first one, out of 500 we sold 200 units here, right? So here 200 is sold. Now how much is left? 300 units. Rate is 8, it will become 2400. The next one which we say is that January 12th receive 150 at the rate of 8.2. Again we are purchasing January, I think it was 12, yes, January 12th we are receiving, right? So how much unit? To 150 units, rate is 8.20, right? 8.2, and then so what is the amount? So 150 multiplied by 8.2, 1230. So my beginning, my remaining balance which is left from the last period, 300 units. 308, it will become 2400. New balance which is coming to us 1.5 with the rate of 8.2, it will become 1230. That is what we have. And then we made record of this, right? On January 14, issue of material 200. So we selling 200 units. So here writing January 14 issues, right? So how much I am selling? 200, but coming to the rate, so which rate is highest here? 8.2 or 8? 8.2. So we have to sell this 8.2 and then we selling the 8. So you need to take 150 multiplied by 8.20, it become how much? 1230, right? And then okay. Now from the second one, so 200 we have sold it, 150 is 8.2, and we'll sell 150 from the 50 units from above. So 50 with the rate of 8, it will become 400. So how much is left? 250 with the rate of 8, it become 2000, right? Again we have issue of material 100 units on January 15. January 15 issue 100 units. So I can select out of those which is left to 50 100 units, because we have just left with the lost balance which is there, that is only 250 100 units. So rate is 8, it will become 800. So my remaining balance 150, total rate is 8, and total amount which is left around 1200, right? On January 19 again we have issue of 100 units, so we need to sell 100 units again. So we'll come to issue that. January 19 issue, right? So we are issuing 100 units, rate is 8, it will become 800. So my remaining balance 50, rate is 8, it will become 1200, right? Again on January 20 received 300 units at the rate of 9. So we are purchasing on January 20 received January 20 receiving. So how much unit we received? 300 units at the rate of 9, it will become 2700, right? Coming to write on balance, so before balance is left 50 units at the rate of, we can say 8, it will become 400. Pardon me, this is also wrong, this 400 is, we multiply 50 by 8, it is 400. New balance which is coming 300, rate is 9, it will become 2700, right? And then again on January 25 receive 400 units at the rate of 8. January 25, so here writing 25 receive 400 units at the rate of 8, I think, right? So rate of 8, yes. So how much it is? 3200, right? So writing the balance 50 is 1, rate of 8, it will become 400, and 300 is that another balance. Let me insert one column more. 300 is another balance which is left from the last period, 2700. Our new balance which is coming 400 units, rate of 8, it will become 3200, right? So this is what we have. And then going again to the above one examples, on January 30 we issued amount of 200 units, right? January 20, writing date January 30 issued, yeah? So we issued 200 units. So now coming, see HIFO, what is the difference? It is clear cut here that what is the difference between HIFO and LIFO and FIFO. FIFO says that first out we have to issue this 50 units, and then in sequence we will issue the second one, and then we'll issue this one. That is what FIFO actually. In LIFO we can say that we have to issue this 400 units, and then we issue 300, and then we issue 50 units. But in HIFO we are considered rate. So which is rate higher? 898. So which is higher? So this 300 rate is higher. So we should sell 200 units out of these 3 at the rate of 9, which become 1800. Writing balance 50 is the 1 multiplied by 8, it will become 400, right? The second left, out of 300 we sold 200. How much is left? Only left with 100 units at the rate of what? 9. It will become how much? 900, right? 400 is also left, which is there. 400 the rate of 8, it will become 3200, right? So this is what actually here under the same methods that we are using. Now coming on the loss, issued of 250 units on January 30. We issue on January 30 how much? 250 units, 250 units. Now again consider the rate. So what is rate here? 898. So which product we have sell it? So the rate which is higher. So rate is higher here. Which one? 8. So we have to sell this. How much unit is left? 100 units at the rate of 9. It will become 900. So 150 is left. So 150 the rate is same. So we can choose this 50 units and we can select this 400 units. So of them, because the rate are the same, so we select 150 at the rate of 8. So when we multiply this by 5, this will come this much. So what is my balance left? 50 is the first one, right? At the rate of 8, 400, and out of 400 we sold 150, so 250 units at the rate of 8. 12 become, I think, 1200. Now what is the total quantity which is left? Let me make it table for this. Now how much quantity is left with us at the end of the period? 50 plus 250, 300 units, right? So rate is will not consider in the cost, total amount. So total amount is left how much? Around of 2000 plus 400, 2400, right? So this is what left, 300 quantity with amount of 2400 left. If we compare with other methods that we discussed in the last session, that is FIFO. So FIFO left with the loss 300 units with 2400. So it is same with this. We don't have any suggestions, so we can use FIFO. But we can, if we can say LIFO, in LIFO 300 units left with 2650, so it is higher. So as we can suggest, either we can use FIFO methods or we can use FIFO methods for the material issuing, right? So there what we are suggesting, that which method actually better to implement this strategy. So here both of them are the good options because it left the same quantity and same total amount or total expenses. This is all for today. I hope you learned something from today's sessions, and if you have any questions, queries, anything, so you can ask me through YouTube channel or WhatsApp group. Thank you so much for your watching. Wish you all the best for your next lectures and life.